Fuck yeah. People moving up, people moving in, people of the color and the color in the skin. It looks like chaos over there. Let's kick it. Hey, Frisky, how you doing? Oh, sorry about that, Jack. Hey, Dolly. There's some Mexicans just worked all day, got a case of Corona. Shut up, quit blowing that horn. You're taking your life in your own hands, walking across this street. Not at a light. Hey, my enemy. No, I don't either. Great. Had a good dinner, too. Really cooled down a lot. It's like 81. Seems cool compared to 98. But today I wanted to watch the din of the city. Listen to the din of the city. Watch its inhabitants. Yeah, trying to. Yeah. They were putting those big 6x6 poles up that support the roof today, putting them in concrete. Hey, Stephanie. I see this guy all over no matter what time I come down here. Yeah, I do. I do. How this guy is still alive is a miracle. He's zipping in and out of traffic constantly. Yeah, well, it'll catch up to him. The guy went and got himself an ice cream. Yeah, lost souls. I agree. Yeah. Hey, Mark, how's your channel been doing? Yeah. They have not. Yeah, surveillance. I'm keeping tabs on the inhabitants. They've been having a real crackdown down here on homeless people. Said they're ruining the businesses with their presence. Good morning. Hey, Blake. Oh, thank you. And it really cooled off nice. I'm in an empty lot, like kind of vacant. Something was torn down here. I'm not sure what it was. Probably a hotel. Yeah, there's been a big crackdown on homeless. I'm not sure, if it's affecting this area. This is where they were talking about in the news, but it's always hit or miss down here. You never know what's going to happen. Party time is right. You take your life into your own hands here. No, I didn't get any today, no. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's the entrance ramp to 20 down there. This is like a super busy road constantly. Usually on Friday night, it's even worse. It's always like this. A lot of nice clouds today. She's fine. Hey, Simple Life, how you doing? You getting all prepped up? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it's normal reaction, nervous. Good, I'm fine. I just came down here to Athens today. Partied. Got down here pretty early. Just kicking it, know what I'm saying? Listening to the din of the city. Wow, today it was 97. Now it got up to 98 for a little while. 97, then this rain came through. Oh, are they from here? Yeah, REM's from Athens. Yeah, it's not that easy. I'm not really in the interviewing mood today anyway. Hey, Blake. Oh. Yeah, it was hot here today, I'll tell you that. Stayed out of it. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. Yeah, it's hot down here, but it's hot everywhere. That's what's weird. Dallas, Texas, they've been getting broiled. I ran into a couple getting a coffee in Thompson. They were heading back from a vacation in North Carolina, and they were just dreading going back into that heat. Yeah, the throwback. Old Daisy's got around quite a bit for a dog. That's Daisy's kind of weather. Yeah, she did. Those kind of dogs love the snow. They're bred kind of like for that. They're real susceptible to heat and heat stroke. A lot of these hotels and motels around here, they people will get together money and somebody will rent them a room, and the cops are constantly being called. Uh, I gave away almost all of it. Yeah, right. No, I'm selling it actually. I don't want anything I have to babysit or be there for. Yeah. Nothing. They're just talking. That's right. Yeah, I don't want to mess with anything. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I just want to buy vacant land and split it up and sell it. You don't have to do anything. Just sign your name, sit on it, maybe improve it a little, split it up. Don't do shit. No employees, subcontract everything. Pay some real estate person to sell it. Oh, you're welcome. They're already going to have that. That place will be done in September. That house should be done in September. All this other stuff, like owning gas stations and businesses, forget it, man. Can't get help. Really, that's the way to do it. Vacant land. Buy it up, improve it, split it up, rezone it, and sell it. I got the Jew business portfolio plan. No, you got to chase your money every month. 30% of the people are in there for years, and you got to beg them to pay every month. Good night, Knots. I mean, it probably is good that it's a constant hustle. Hey, look at this sunset. Shots fired. Shots fired. Car wash, I'm going to check into that, but you got to have somebody there. I want to have a car wash where the drying, an automatic car wash, but you dry it at the end. And there's girls that go braless and dry the windshield and your side windshield. They live on tips. Yeah, but they fuck you on water now. Water's not free like it used to be, and they charge you to recycle it. And God forbid if you're dumping the dirty water in the drains. Yeah. Bikini. Yeah, we'll bring them. And we'll have a yearly party where it's males only, and I'll just get security guards. I'll make the girls strip. We'll do mushrooms, and they can just swing off the apparatus, like the brushes and stuff, like Tarzan. We'll play War Pigs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be fucking around. Hey, John boy. I think it'll work. You're going to laugh, but I got a major plan in the back of my mind I'm working on. You're going to laugh at this, but you ready for it? The Museum of Porn. No shit, it's like a legit museum, only of porn. Look at this sunset. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's culturally relevant. Who wants to go and look at a bunch of fucking arrowheads and damn dinosaur bones? Isn't that great? That's no filter or anything. It's just like that. Yeah, it's culturally relevant. No, I haven't been there. Instead, all these bullshit like posters of Mother Teresa and Florence Nightingale and all this horse shit. Seton Hall. I'm gonna have Johnny Holmes, C.J. Lang, Candy Barber, Andrea True. Yeah, it'll sell now. It's gonna be like believe it or not, this is going to be the hard part. Tastefully done. It's going to be like, it's going to come in there where you're going to get educated on porn. You know, it's like, it's culturally relevant. It's just like booze or alcohol or any other fucking thing. How it affected the culture, the history, and the bios of the people. Yeah, Peaches, that's a good one. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, I think there is too. I mean, it'll be like interesting. And then when everybody leaves, I'm going to be shaking their hands at the end, saying, God bless you. I'm going to get like educated, like sociologists, anthropologists come in and give like lectures on sex and how it relates to human nature and the varieties and who gets into it for a business, who doesn't, the aftermath. I'm going to have big, giant, flexible rubber dicks. They're really going to be flashlights. So I can get away from the ordinance of sex toys. It's going to be a flashlight. Our grand opening is going to be when all the Bible nuts come around, try and keep it from opening. Picket it and stuff like that. I'm going to get a fucking fire hose. I'm going to buy a rented, either I'm going to rent one or I'm going to buy and have it refurbished, an old 18 ladder fire truck, and I'm just going to fucking squirt their asses off the sidewalk when they start coming around with that big giant cross and bent over like Jesus. I'm just going to fucking douche them with a cannon of water. Yeah, I'm going to say you've been baptized. Yeah, Nina Hartley. I actually met Nina Hartley at Fair Villa in Orlando in 1983. I met Nina Hartley. Yeah, it'll be more promotion. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be so great. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, Tracy Lord. Yeah, I'd like to. I definitely want her to come. Yeah, I didn't find her attractive at all, Nina Hartley. I didn't find her attractive. I had buddies of mine's moms that were way hotter. She's got stuff on YouTube. I mean, they say there's nothing more depressing than being an old nun, which doesn't totally make sense to me. And I think a lot of these old porno girls, like Linda Lovelace, where she got killed in that car accident, Andrea True, uh, what's the one that did the laundry soap commercial? The one that was in the Green Door, Marilyn Chambers. I mean, they live really fucked up lives. And towards the end, I don't know whether it's a financial issue or what. Yeah, Savannah, she killed herself, Savannah. A lot of them did. Committed suicide, drug addiction. There's a thing, look, Riley Reid, who I never found attractive either. She's a cute girl, Riley Reid. She's got a YouTube video on. She was talking about how she wouldn't recommend anybody going into porn. And she says it ruined her life. That everywhere she goes, it's like she's getting fucked with or harassed. And it's probably true. She seems like a bright lady. Yeah. I know Merle Michaels had a master's degree in English from Syracuse. A lot of Jews in it too. C.J. Lang for one. The Mitchell brothers. They owned, that big porn thing out in San Francisco. I think it was that, where they, first showed Deep Throat in the Green Door. I think. I mean, take away the sex thing. and just look at it from the cultural relevance. It's just like music or anything else, literature. Yeah, little Earl Annie actually. I think she got lost. She married a guy. She's living out as a school teacher. She got into, believe it or not, Baroque classical music. Little Earl Annie. If you look her up, it'll give her bullshit. Annie, I forget that last name. You look her up, Little Earl Annie. Bright lady, well spoken. I mean, it's just, it's so, you get tired of, they come up with the worst possible examples, of like people that were in porn, but actually a lot of, you want to watch a really well done porno movie that was more about culture and art than it was porn, look at the Misty Beethoven. Look up Misty Beethoven. It's really good. Annette Haven. That didn't sound good. Oh, it was a trailer just leaving the gas station. Yeah, Net Haven. Net Haven, yeah. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Look up Riley Reid. Reid. Little Earl Annie. Marilyn Chambers. Andrea True. Paul Thomas. He was from the Jewish neighborhood up in Winnetka. He was actually in doing stage plays in New York City before he switched to porn. John Leslie. Oh, the classic. Yeah, I think the porn was better back then, but it's not a fair analysis. The women are generally better looking. Seika was pretty cool. I was hoping I'd run into her in Chicago. She lived there for a while. They never live it down. I mean, Seika can be 80 years old, and the maitre d' is going to be winking at her and trying to hit her up for some head when she leaves. I mean, it just never ends. It'd be like a guy owning an oil change shop, and everywhere you ran into him, 1,000 miles away on a vacation with his kids, he's going to be interrupting you in the pool as you splash with your daughter wanting to know what kind of oil to use. It's just terrible. It's hard enough to own like a legitimate, socially acceptable business and get away from the constant attention it brings, let alone porn. What are you talking about, Mike? You talking about porn? Yeah, do you have any evidence to back this up, or are you just a shot in a beer talk? I mean, I don't think its role was to help the world. Started to get a little rain. Oh, shot and beer. Okay, at least you're consistent. I got to give you A+ for that. Yeah. Yeah, my only thing about it is I've had women ask me before, if I thought they should get into strip clubs and porn and shit like that, and I always advise against it. And I hang my hat on just the lives that people live after they get out of it. That's why I tell them not to. It's just, I can't give you like good examples of happy lives. I mean, you can come out, a neurologist, a lawyer, a fucking astronaut, and still be fucking miserable. But nothing seems to quite put the cherry on the top, like being in porn or the sex club industry. You know? And here's another thing. I remember reading an article one time when I was living in Chicago, and it was a guy that got busted in a prostitute sting. He lost his job. They took his car and sold it at auction. One of these fucking deals they have in these places. And he wrote a very long 2-page poignant article that he was always overweight, suffered from bad skin, was insecure, and had a hard time dating women in a traditional way, and that was the only way he was ever going to be intimate, was to pay for it. And that society judged it, and people that weren't like him, that thought it was illegal and shouldn't be allowed. And he got busted basically soliciting for some social contact time with a female that he couldn't get any other way. If you'd have read it, I'm not summarizing it very good, but if you'd have read it, you'd have felt sorry for him. And it really makes you think, if you're a guy that can go out and get dates and women are attracted to you, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to you. But if you were someone, and there are people out there like that, and if porn helped them in that way, and it kept them from getting arrested, losing their job, and getting their car forfeited, then it's hard to argue against it. I mean, it's a victimless crime. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's somebody. Penny was telling me today that 35 days they haven't had rain in. I think it was Dallas, and there's some places in Michigan that haven't had rain. No, it's not for everyone, but you said damage and what it did to people. That's what you said. No, I agree with it. It's not for everyone, but I'm not convinced it's doing any damage. And an example like that, it could be helping people. I think it's victimless. I mean, if you look on OnlyFans and look on that Pornhub, I mean, that's just like, a lot of people are doing it now. I don't know that a lot of people make it better. I will say this, though, and that is that a lot of these couples that I know, that I don't know them, but I know of them that do it, it lasts for a while and then it kind of goes away. And I'd always like a follow-up story, but I never get one. I just, there's divorces outnumber marriages. So what do you blame that on? Porn? No. So if you said to me, well, it's going to end in divorce watching porn, well, that's really not valid, because divorces seem to do quite well on their own, unrelated to porn. I want to quantify this shit. I just don't want people pulling stuff out of their ass because they've conjured up, when the dust flies out of their ears, that's why they think it happens. I want some fucking facts. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, some probably don't, Mike. Some probably don't. Well, I don't understand what hurting someone has to do with watching porn. Yeah, thank you. Well, it can be complicated, but I don't say it normally is. I mean, you watch it, you jack off, and then you go and you cut the fucking grass. I mean, who got hurt? Yeah, thank you, Pam. Thank you. Yeah, blow off steam. Some fucking lady sent me a shitty email that I don't get them like I used to, but for some reason YouTube, and this is a mystery. This would be like me uploading a video of beating my girlfriend and uploading it, and YouTube promoting it. Not quite that egregious, but along those lines. They fuck with me about, they don't want me talking about sex. They don't want you talking about drugs. Well, what the fuck's the use to interviewing a prostitute then, right? So I backed off it, and then I found out that even when I backed off it, they don't want to recommend your videos. But here they're promoting a video on this Penny. One of the videos that kind of got me on the map, so to speak. And it's so against them. And somebody emailed me and said that they were running marijuana commercials on them, which they say they don't want me talking about. It's fucking weird. Like alcohol. Hey, Christina. Oh, you're lucky. Where are you located? Yeah, like alcohol. No, I agree with that. No, that's good. Yeah, right. Alcohol. I don't know that I'd claim, that pornography did the amount of the amount of damage alcohol did. Car accidents, murders, bankruptcies, losing jobs. I mean, I don't know if anybody lost their job because of porn or got in a car accident because of it. Oh, Puerto Rico. All right, you're gonna age well. Puerto Rican women age well. There's something about Hispanic women too. I know. Yeah, there's exceptions. I'm talking about in general. I mean, this has been my observation. They're just like very detailed to hygiene. Nails, hair doesn't look like a rat's nest. Hands always look nice. They smell good. Summer dresses. It's just part of the culture, I guess. Would you agree? Would you agree with that, Christina? That Hispanic women in general are like more attuned to, at the risk of getting castrated, very feminine. Yeah, it's just what I like, man. They just have nice skin. I mean, I'm talking about in general, right? Baltimore. And they're one of the few groups of women that look good when they dye their hair blonde with that dark skin. Yeah, particular about hygiene. Yeah, it's true. Now, what is that? Just like fortified, or is a young girl from like mothers, or I know it sounds like a stupid question, but it is. There is some validity to, in general, Hispanic women. I mean, like I said, I've never, you don't see them running around looking like they just crawled out of bed. They wouldn't let you see them like that for $1 million. It almost strikes me like as the old days. Yeah, particular about hygiene. Yeah, traditional femininity. Now I know that's often connected to subservience, but I haven't really noticed that. Yeah, traditional femininity, cultural thing. Yeah, yeah, be either. Yeah, it probably is. And they age well too. I think they age well. You'll see like 50-year-old Puerto Rican women that look really attractive. If you ever back in the day when they used to have like the Spanish channels and stuff like that, when you'd have 3,000 channels, for $39 a month, they'd have like a Spanish version of Jeopardy or the dating game and stuff like that. And even the older women were like really pretty. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sun doesn't carve him up his back. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree. There's these Mexicans that they're building this place, and they have these rodeos every week or two, a few miles from me. And the guy at the gas station was telling me when they have these, all the good-looking Hispanic women that come into town. Yeah, I know that's true. Yeah, yeah, wash the chicken and rinse the rice before cooking and eating it. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, good. Congratulations, it's worked for you. Are you Catholic? Probably. But you're Catholic, aren't you? Isn't that something, Stephanie? Yeah, Selma Hayek. Yeah, wash the chicken. That could be a secret question on a dating application instead of just coming right out. And you could just say, "Yeah, just curious. Culinary arts. You interested in that? Yeah. What's your favorite thing?" And say, "Oh, chicken." It's like, okay. Do you like rice? Yeah. It's like, hey, just wondering, do you wash it? Oh, spiritual. Oh, okay. Okay. Huh. Yeah, spiritual. That's okay. That's okay. Spiritual life. So does that mean, do you still believe in heaven and hell or not? You know, the problem with spiritual is nobody really knows what it means. I mean, it can mean anything. Spirit in the sky. Spirit in the sky. Yeah, I mean, it can be. Yeah, it's kind of be, yeah. Spirit in the sky. Yeah, spirit in the sky. Who did sing that spirit in the sky? Anybody know that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd know even if you told me. The name wouldn't ring a bell. Hedging your bets. I don't really think it's hedging your bets though, because you're not hedging your bets if you don't believe in heaven and hell or the afterlife. You're just spiritual. You believe good breeds goodness, and pricks die a miserable death, and there's no Trinity and no asking for forgiveness. You just kind of take it a day at a time. Oh, Michael Greenbaum. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Another smart Jew. Norman Greenbaum. Oh, okay. Oh, Norman Greenbaum. Cool. That's cool. Spirit in the sky. I've been fucking around here all day today and really enjoyed it. Hey, is that chaos down there? No, it's a girl. When you're homeless, that's the first telltale sign. The shopping cart. Look at that, psychedelic colors. Yeah, good needle. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, whose card is it? Spirit in the sky. Oh yeah, homeless vets. Yeah, it is sad, isn't it? You know, on this homeless thing, I think that society ends up paying the bill for this anyway. So I don't know why they just don't build them some housing, get it over with, because you're going to end up paying for it anyway. This scene reminds me of Florida somewhere. Tiny houses. Oh, thank you, Pam. Norman Greenbaum. Wonder what the synagogue thought of him singing that shit. The spirit in the sky. Yeah. Yeah. We're just partying. Another planet. I think when you die, just like it's no different than a squirrel getting squashed flat. In order to have conscious thought, you have to have organs working. Respiration, blood pressure, a heart, pumping blood, oxygen. You got to know you're alive. And when that's gone, I mean, you think they're putting people in boxes and burying them under the ground because there's something left? That'd be double murder. Yeah, we can do that. Whatever you want to have one, you tell me, I'll do it. I didn't do that one the other night because I got bombed with about 400 pages of legal documents that I didn't know were in my spam. I panicked. And I just wasn't going to have a good time talking, like worrying if I was getting fucked on this deal. So I just said, fuck it. Spirit in the sky. That's where I'm going to go when I get high. Hey, don't forget to get your Mega Millions. I think it's $1.425 billion. Holy fucking shit. God damn, man. That could be the end of me if I hit that. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a big Class A motorhome, the good one, like the regular Greyhound bus, only brand new. Just like super duper air conditioning, places for like fine wine. Then I'm going to hire a driver. And then I'm just going to do Girls Gone Wild again. I'm going to have a Jewish lawyer though with me all the time so I don't go away to prison for 30 years for trafficking or some bullshit like that. I guarantee you if I did that and I really started it and I started out in Georgia, I'd be in fucking prison by the time I hit to Tennessee in this Bible Belt. They'd be charging me with all this bullshit of trafficking and all this prostitution. All be a big lie. All as I did was buy a nice bus, load it up with booze, hire a Jew lawyer, and drove around and gave $10,000 per day donations to good-looking women. How is that trafficking? Yeah, you can come. I don't want to damage you though, Mike. I don't want you to like suffer the perils of just having great fun and running out of sperm every day at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Long vacation. Oh, hell no, man. Yeah, right away I'd hire 2 Jew scientists. I'd get them working on increasing my sperm. Yeah, you can go too. Yeah, trafficking. You can't do anything anymore. You're trafficking. Yeah, I might go the healthy route when I do that. Just be driving around, wake up in the mornings like, where are we? It's like, oh, we're in Florida. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, one thing I do want to get though, and this is important, I want to get some sane white women, you know, that are just gonna, run interference, give me credibility. Stephanie, you even know how to do it. I want you at the front of the bus, like knitting or something. Just move those metal things like you're making something. It'll be instant credibility. No, they will. They get you for trafficking and everything now. You can't hardly do anything. Yeah, can't do anything. I mean, I would be so afraid of any of that stuff nowadays. They get these guys that drive these escorts around for trafficking for like, because they're part of the deal. They get the end user, the people that hire them. It's just not worth it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah, you can't do anything. Nope. I wouldn't do it. Girls Gone Wild. Listen, I love these nights like this. Nice August night. I mean, I would do an interview if the opportunity presented itself. Stephanie, I want you to just buy some things that have been knitted by somebody else so you can just leave them around there. It's like, who's this? It's like Stephanie. She just maintains law and order here. If any of you women ever feel uncomfortable or pressured, just talk to Stephanie and uh, she'll take care of everything. About midnight, Stephanie will be latching on the spiked handcuffs. Yeah, that's right. Cracking a bullwhip, yeah. Yeah, Stephanie's going to be in charge of mixing the drinks. She'll have a whole jar full of Quaaludes. Yeah. No, that'll be Rita. That'll be Rita. Rita's going to read the terms of service. Yeah, no, yeah, Mandy's not doing very good. She really does. But that's, that's years of no nutrition. God knows what she has medically. I know. I was looking. They sell this paper. I uploaded a little video about it earlier. And all it is people getting charged with crimes around here. And you really can pick out the meth users more than the other drugs. I mean, over a short time frame. I'd love to know like the physiological reasons of what it breaks down in male and female, but it seems more noticeable to me because I think it must cancel out the estrogen or do something to it because they kind of take on like manly features. Yeah, right. Lost her eyesight temporarily. Yep. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Spirit in the sky. Yeah. I mean, I think Madney is one of these people that, doesn't want help. I think it's just a matter of time. Yeah, 1969. Wow. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah. I've been getting rid of a lot of these clowns coming on talking about choice. It's like way more complicated than that. They act like it's going to the store and deciding whether you want to get lemons or limes. I mean, come on, people. I'm not listening to that fucking bullshit. It's just like the Down syndrome logic and why people are addicts. It's just so annoying. No, I don't think you should feel bad for the kids. I don't think you should. Those kids are way better off without her in their life. She'd be like the worst example possible. They do. They do. Actually, it's the testosterone estrogen crossover. They do make you more. They promote hair growth. Yeah. You'll need a fucking chainsaw to trim your bikini line if you keep smoking. You'll be buying Nair by the gallon and blowing it off with a pressure washer. Yeah, you notice it. Lip cracks. Yeah, the vertical lip cracks. Yep. Breakdown of the collagen. But it's hormone related. Yeah. Hey, Infalo. No, I don't think she could at this stage. I don't think she could. I think that ship has sailed. And there's a lot of inflammation associated with tooth decay. Not so much at her age, but as you age, it's inflammation. I mean, it goes everywhere. Your heart. There are people who have died because of dental inflammation from abscesses that affected their heart. Oh, that's a good idea, yeah. That's pretty good. Stopped at 24. It's good. Yeah, it definitely affects your skin. Yeah, if it gets toward it, you should get it taken care of. Because I'm telling you, there's something to this inflammation. If it starts hurting you bad, I'll tell you a cheap fix. At least you can get to a dentist. That Orogel you can buy in Walmart. Orogel. It works. Yeah, issues, teeth causing death. Teeth are expensive. A tooth's about $6 grand a tooth now to get a new one. And that's not counting all this prep before you can screw it in. A whole full set of teeth is very expensive. By the time it's all done and all that shit and all the prep, bone grafting, that kind of thing, it's nothing to spend 60 grand on teeth. Oh, clove oil. I've heard that too. Okay. Yeah, get your teeth fixed. It just leads to too many complications. It does. Yeah, I don't either, but I mean, this has presented itself, and there's not an inkling of change. And it's been ever since you've known her, she's gotten worse. I mean, what would make you think she's going to get better or change? There's no evidence to support it. Yeah, it's a funny thing about smoking. You can quit smoking for 20 years, go to a wedding reception, just have one, and be right back where you started. I got a doctor buddy. He says you take the nicotine patches, you use the lozenges too, and you stay away from other people that smoke. Peter Jennings, that's it. Yeah. More than that. More than that. Yeah, they're more than that. I don't like teeth. Like if I see them on somebody and they're just too white and too perfect, it doesn't look right. Yeah, Peter Jennings. But in his era, a lot of people smoked. Tom Brokaw too. I mean, smoking was like, yeah, they didn't really have that much science on it. And it's harder to quit than crack. I know that. Yeah. Who else just died of? Pee Wee Herman. What kind of cancer did Pee Wee have? Pee Wee Herman. That's another thing. There's a link to male anal sex and high incidence of cancer. Huh. Yeah, but I don't think things like nicotine, which is what got the. Uh, there's no physiological addiction to like a lot of bad habits. It's all mental, which is easier to break. But if you got a tooth fix, just no matter what you got to do, it's not going to get better. So you might as well bite the bullet and go out and get it fixed. Yeah, veneers. No, I don't get it either. I'd like to think I can spot veneers. You can notice them. Yeah, I don't find it. I don't like it. Oh, you love the smell? Huh. You love the smell. I don't like the smell of. Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh. I got a lot of reading done today. You know what? Mushrooms don't have any chlorophyll in them. And some mushrooms live off radiation, like Chernobyl. There's mushrooms out there that live off radiation. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't know what kind of cancer he had. No, I don't think they do. Uh-uh. And the ones that will kill you. Uh, Here's this guy in this damn thing again. They trash your liver and your kidneys. No, I don't like it either. No, I don't think I could date anybody that smoked either. They try and cover it up like with mouthwash and gum and shit. You can still tell. Yeah, I never saw that. Is that a good movie, Christina? Yeah, mushroom poisoning. No, I didn't read that. No, there is a book though that there's a guy that wrote a book in 1970, and he claimed that Christianity was just actually people on mushrooms. Alamar is his name, and that it was everything was coded because of it just wouldn't be accepted, and all the Jesus stories and all that were people on mushrooms. Undisclosed. Huh. Yeah, poor guy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what kind. He kept it, and I guess he'd been getting treated for it for 6 years. Huh. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Christina, what type of work do you do out there in Baltimore? Christine, is that your photo in your avatar? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I like the rain. You didn't sing that song with a when you were younger with another girl, that Pina Colada song, and upload a video, did you? Yeah, I believe that info. But I'm gonna try some when I get a chance. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? It looks like her, doesn't it? It looks like her. Christine, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, Blake. No, there's a girl in the song. If you look up YouTube, it's Rupert Holmes, David Goldstein. Is it Goldstein? Yeah. Pina Colada song. There's two girls. This is probably 10 years ago that sang that song. Two young girls, and you look like the one girl a lot. Where they sang along with the Pina Colada song. It got like a ton of views. Probably 10 years old, maybe a little older, and I'm pretty sure they were from the East Coast. But you look so much like the one girl. Yeah, look it up. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. Pina Colada song, and two girls sing it. Two young girls. They were probably like 13, 14 when they did it. Probably 10 years old. But you look like the one girl so much. I don't think there's any downside to mushrooms that I can tell. Oh, okay. Yeah, Escape's the name of it. Yeah, Escape, yeah. But that's how you look it up on YouTube, Pina Colada song. Oh, you couldn't? But try it again. Type in Pina Colada song. You'll see two young girls singing it. Yeah, that's why some people that do it the first time, they go and they pay somebody a few hundred to babysit them. And Stephanie comes out, and I'm going to give her some. She comes to visit. She'll come out. She'll have like a take it. Just have a great trip. I'll tell her she has nothing to worry about. I'm here. You're safe. I'll be drinking dragon's milk, and she'll get up in the morning and wake up, look in the mirror, and her bra's on backwards. It doesn't change it permanently. No, it doesn't. Oh, thank you. If I click on it, it fucks the chat. There are two cute girls. Two like cute young girls singing it. Christina, look at that video. You look like the one girl. Yeah. Anybody I ever know took it didn't have a bad trip. Yeah, doesn't she look like her? Yeah, I think she looks just like her. No, click on that link. Scroll back a little bit. They put the link up for you. Christina, click on that link that my enemy put up. He put the link. Just scroll back a couple comments. There you go, right there. Click on that one, Christina. Click on that one. Yeah, click on that. You look just like that girl. Yeah, I like that song. Those girls were so cute singing that too. Yeah, isn't that crazy? You look so much like her. Yeah, it's great. They did a great job. Hey, how many views does that song have now, you guys? I haven't watched it in probably 10 years. How many views does it have? That's all? Yeah, I got a weird thing of remembering faces. Really, like idiot savant. I'm serious. I've run into people I hadn't seen in 50 years and recognized them. It's crazy. I've done it like in my life probably 15 times. God, that's crazy, man. I would have thought it had that many views back then. Oh, 250,000. There you go. Yeah, it was re-uploaded. Okay. No, I think that was it. I think that is the original one. Yeah, it should have had so many more. They were cute too. They did a great job with it. You know, their facial expressions, and didn't she look like her? Yeah, it's crazy. Turned out the best. And you mean like got better, or you mean of all the people? I'd say Sherry, the girl like that had the bad complexion. It's one of the viral videos. I'd say Sherry. She's doing well now. Went to rehab, working, got her driver's license back, got her teeth fixed. Oh, did you? Oh, that's cool. I mean, she did it on her own too. I didn't have anything to do with it. Oh, okay. I drove Sharon there one time. That's it. Yeah, just Sharon. And they wouldn't let her in. They had to drive her back. That rehab's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Usually, it's part of the scam, man. Part of the what happens is you get out, you're doing that. You know them. You're giving them food and clothes and money and all this shit. And the cone eventually narrows to where you get smarter and smarter. You're catching them more and more lies. And it finally gets down to the point where either they say something to you or you say something to them. And the only thing left is rehab. Because you're not going to help them anymore if they're not going to go. And they know they're not going to be able to string you along any longer if they don't say something about it. That's why you see all the fake admissions and going into places they claim are rehabs and they're not. Because the money is about ready to run out. And the only thing you can do is roll the dice and get some sucker to continuing to believe that it's going to happen when it's not. And that just kind of, when you need drug money, that's one way to parlay the time coming to an end is rehab. Fuck, with her you never know. Probably she never called the place. But she's smart enough to call the places and find out they're busy. And you can't get in for 3 months and have you drive her over there anyway. That's possible. I know they do that with animal shelters too. I was on the board of the Humane Society. shelter up where I lived, and you do that. You know, everybody goes to meetings. You have a get together at a lake some year, all the humane societies, and you meet all the management. And they tour your facility, and you tour theirs. And before you know it, you're comparing notes. And a way to keep the ball rolling is to swap animals. The last thing you want in a facility is the same animals for long periods of time, especially if they're older. So you swap 10 you, and the worst thing you can do, in theory, is claim to be a no-kill shelter. That's just not reality. Now, there are places that are an exception. Hilton Head, Palm Beach, Florida. If you're in a community and you got tons of money, you got a bunch of rich people, and your budget isn't limited, you can afford to have a petting zoo, which is what old dogs and cats turn out to be in a facility without owners. It's a big, giant petting zoo. The medical bills are high because they're older and start to need things. And people just come in, everybody loves them. They bring them a catnip or a fucking catnip mouse to bat around, but they don't adopt them. So when you've been in the business a long time and you know other people that do it, you know, I call you at yours and you call me and we talk. And it's like, hey, I got these fucking ancient dogs here. You know, they've been here forever. How about I swap 20 of these old dogs for, 10 kittens and 10 puppies? And, what ends up happening is I get rid of the 10 kittens and the 10 puppies, but it changes the numbers to where your inventory on a spreadsheet has changed. And you can show on paper where these damn dinosaurs have been moved out temporarily. And nobody knows it's the same dogs coming back 3 months from now. One hand washes the other. Yeah. And when you're in that business, you're in a community like where I live, West Branch. You know, everybody's working class people. And then you got 10 people with more money than they could ever spend, 10, 15 million, that kind of thing. And you got to kiss their fucking ass like you wouldn't believe it. I mean, if somebody gives you $5,000 in West Branch, Michigan for your Humane Society, be prepared to like bow down to these motherfuckers at the annual Christmas party. I mean, they act like they saved the place. You are in the biggest ass kissing mode you could ever dream of when you're dealing with donors. I mean, they could come in there with a fucking 12 gauge shotgun and start blowing cats off the top of their new $20,000 indoor climbing exhibit, and you wouldn't say a fucking thing because if you did, they'd cut off that money and needed to keep the goddamn doors open. Management would be in there cleaning dog shit up by themselves after working 50 hours. Yeah, believe me, it's a bad business model. Oh, okay. And you can tell, I mean, you get this down after a while, man. You know what's what in this animal business. You know what's going to go and what isn't going to go. And, they microchip them now. I'll tell you why they microchip them. You know the truth of it is? Because all the people that you adopt out animals to, they find fucking 200 miles away living in a fucking alley that they trap. And then you track the people down. They don't even report the animals missing. That's why when you go to animal shelters now, in order to keep the success rate higher, you're making sure you don't have a bunch of fucking irresponsible dirtbags. I mean, they got to have a fenced yard, and can't have holes in the walls, and there's a bunch of criteria. And you get like to have visits. You bring, like Rita just got one. You got to bring your dogs in, make sure your pit bull that you love doesn't chew the fucking head off Fluffy 30 seconds into the adoption. I mean, there's so much bullshit connected with this, you wouldn't believe it. And if you don't do that, you don't do your due diligence, you're just like thinking you're doing a good thing and you're letting these animals go to these fucking clowns that are irresponsible. And it's just bad for everybody. Yeah, it's really sad. Oh, that's super sad. No, I've been at things like that before and gotten arguments with people. I'll tell people if I'm in a pool and there's kids and there's adults and there's drinking, I will not drink if I'm going to be down near the pool, and I will sit there and watch that pool. And I tell people I can't be chit-chatting with, there's kids in this pool. And if you read and you become knowledgeable on how most drownings occur, it's not like in the movies where you yell help, help, and flail your arms, and then you go under and you come up a couple more times. It's not like that. It's silent drowning. A kid takes 2 or 3 big gulps of water, can't yell, go underneath the water, and that's the last you see of them. So it isn't like that. You can't be looking for that. I've been at events before and told people, hey, I can't be bullshitting you right now. Nobody's watching these fucking kids, and I am. Don't bother me. Really, you can't be. I've been places twice and told lifeguards, you need to quit fucking around talking to these goddamn girls and do what you're paid to do, and keep an eye on these kids swimming. Quit be bullshitting with people. It's a distraction. You're up here to watch that water and watch kids when they go under and to make sure they come up. I know how people drowned, and that's why I'm like that. It's the same with pre-flight in an airplane, man. You'll be pre-flight in your airplane. There's a bunch of shit you got to check. And what's this guy got? A puppy? Yeah, a little puppy. No, I've told people before you'd be pre-fighting an airplane, they come up start quizzing you. They don't know any better. It's like, hey, I was wondering how fast this go or something like this. Like, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm pre-flighting this plane. Just give me 10 minutes and I'll come and talk to you. I don't let people interrupt me during a pre-flight. Oh, yeah, I believe it, Christina. Same with the sterile cockpit rule. It really doesn't apply for private planes. But when I'm someplace and I'm landing somewhere, I tell people, hey, do me a favor, look out the window. This is, it's not guaranteed separation. Most mid-air collisions happen on bright sunny days. Why? Because everybody thinks you're going to see them. When it's hazy out and the visibility's down, you're looking like a motherfucker. Because you're expecting some plane to come busting out of the clouds at any second. You're on your A game. I tell people, I want you to really look for planes. You're not going to seem dumb or insult me if you see one. Point it out to me. And we're going to be landing, and I can't talk to you right now. I'm concentrating on things. I can't be like chit-chatting. Don't take it the wrong way. I tell everybody this, but I got to pay attention. Wow. I've told people maybe 3 times about riptides. I was down in Cleveland one time. My sister was going to Cleveland Clinic. She had some procedure, and I had the whole day to fuck off. So I went down to Lake Erie, down that Edgewater area, and the wind just happened to be coming out of the north, which is kind of weird in the summer. And it was blowing like a motherfucker, big waves, and I saw this family down there with these little kids, and they had already had warnings, and I went up to them and said, hey, it's none of my business, but this is really bad conditions. She said, you're right, it isn't any of your business. Why don't you mind your own business? It's like, oh, okay. And I stayed there. I was reading a book. About an hour later, she came up and thanked me for saying something. No, I believe that, Christina. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I tell them, man. I don't care. I'm not there to make friends with them. I've done it twice at airports with airplanes that I thought were overloaded. On a hot, humid day when the density altitude was high, I've told them, hey, this is none of my business, man. You can tell me to get the hell out of here. But people tend to underestimate the weight of their passengers. That's the first thing. And little single-engine airplanes can't carry that much. And you got full fuel bags on a hot, humid day. I'm telling them, I said, hey, you need to, if you have density altitude charts, you need to get a straight answer, know what your fuel is, know where your moment is for your weight and balance, and crunch those numbers. And the data they use for climb performance is like test pilots and shit. It's not some old fucking Joe that, flies 25 hours a year. And both of them listened to me and didn't take off. I said, you're going to need to wait till it cools down or dump some of that weight. And I'm not saying that you might not make it, but I'm telling you, man, I know enough about the horsepower of your airplane, the kind of wings you have, the conditions, and I just feel it's my duty to say something to you. Yeah, right. Oh, that's too bad, LA. No, yeah, they didn't know what they got their kid into. Yep. I've seen people, fucking around with gasoline too at campfires. You know what gets you with gasoline and campfires is an empty can. A can near empty. If it's full, you're probably going to get away with it. Although gas is way more combustible than like starter fluid. I know two people that burned themselves to a crisp with putting gas on campfires they thought were out. And an empty can's what kills you. Yeah, fumes, fuck yeah. It'll turn that 5-gallon gas can into a fucking bomb. Yeah. I see a couple people got killed in Chicago the other day going to that Lollapalooza. They've got those L trains that run, and the power, the positive, is on the ground. And you got to go out of your way to go down there. You got to like jump down and touch it. I mean, there's no way you should be down there. Plus, they have all sorts of placards on it. But when you look at it, it just looks like a piece of metal. And it's not like you're seeing sparks and stuff. And these people were probably fucked up on something, going down to Lollapalooza, and they were going to make a YouTube video of acting like they were waiting to get run over by the train, and they touched that fucking third rail. It cooked them like fucking Christmas turkeys, both of them. One made it to the hospital, the other one died right there. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Well, I think I'm going to go over here and get some gas. Hit the road. How you doing? fucker. See this guy walking around with the umbrella? He's out looking to suck some dicks. I saw him earlier. It's funny how you can pick out these, like, I mean, it's not hard, but definitely out here looking to suck some dicks. Oh, definitely. I saw him earlier just walking. I thought, I bet this guy's out there hustling up some business. Right as on the stone. Dung ding 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 ding. Yeah, he did, yep. Yeah. Rainy night in Georgia. Yeah. Chrysler, big as a whale. Rainy night in Georgia. Yeah, you know, you can just get that vibe. I think it might be clear to the west. I see an airplane way up there. Nice. Rainy night. Actually, Augusta leaves as you're. It looks nice as you're leaving. It's a little dark today, but usually the sky's all lit up nice. This left lane goes away up here. What's the rain look like in Crawfordville, Georgia? Looks like the rain's coming out of the wind's coming out of the southwest. Yeah, I love good storms. We've had some okay ones, better than nothing, but nothing like really great. Headed down the highway. I love driving, especially at night. Guy hauling a big boat. right. Yeah, it's they might not even have got this right out there. Thank you. Have a good day. Rest of your day. Rest of your night. Yeah, where at? Where? Where's the human trafficking going on? No. No, is it good? Looks pretty dry out here. check that out. Thanks. Dark ass interstate highway. See no lights on the side, not many businesses, the exits are far and few between. Yeah, it really is. A lot of weird shit goes on here, man. A lot of interstate traffic. You know, it's a drag race. Speeds are high. Like I'm 80 in the right lane. It always seems so much faster on the way back. Night Rider. I may go to Walmart and get some zinc oil. Out. Yeah, it works. My sleep's been fucked up lately. I've been tired a lot in the daytime. Another weird thing here, these signs are always getting knocked down. I mean, they're way off the road too, it's weird. times. Pina colada. Yeah, there's some misnomers on coffee though. For one, in reasonable amounts, it's good for you. It's got a lot of antioxidants, and it's not a diuretic unless it's used in excess. If you don't drink more than 2 12-ounce cups, it's no more of a diuretic than anything else. What are you drinking, that death coffee or whatever they call it? It's the world's strongest coffee or something? Oh, Death Wish. Yeah, is it good coffee? Yeah, it's the #1 stimulant used in the world. And it must have rained like hell here. That intersection's filled up. This is a crappy Walmart. right back. Just kick it. Know what I'm saying? Let's just kick it. Yeah, that's what I say. Let's just kick it. Blingy bling, blingy bling, blingy bling. Let's just kick it. Bingy bing, bongy bong. Let's just kick it. You gotta come and wheel cartloads of shit out at night. Now's the time to do it. Nobody checking, nobody giving a fuck. There's not even a register open. You gotta do that scan. Load that motherfucker up. Hit the highway. You mean out of Augusta? You know, a place like that, though, it reminds me of Detroit. You know, it's happening, you know what I mean? Please turn. Just be kicking it. It's exciting down there, though. You never know what's going to happen. Sirens, weird shit, car wrecks, crazy shit. Where I go, it's just caw, caw, caw. Yes, Walmart's a fucking dump. You want to go to a good one, you go to one. Yeah, there's a lot of action there. There really is. You know, you can go in a. You know, they got like 5 Waffle Houses, you know, within 3 minutes of each other. And you go in and they're busy as hell all night long. Shit like that. Kind of reminds me of like Las Vegas. You know, there's always something happening. You know, you got there's a guy, I'm filling gas, and a guy wandering around trying to suck dicks. There's all, just, you know, dogs running down the street. You got this other guy that's just constantly running around, no helmet, on one of those little charged electric scooters. Oh, that fucker's alive. It's a miracle. That reminds me, I'm going to get another Mega Million up here too. 1.425 billion. If I hit that, Stephanie's going to turn into a guy. I'm going to turn into a girl. We promised to fuck every day for a month. And then we're going to switch back to our respective sexes and file a bitter, nasty divorce. We're going to upload it on OnlyFans. Why not? Yeah, I don't want to be a woman either, but you're going to have it made either way. See, should I go to this racetrack? I think I'll go to the racetrack. Yeah, that's how it is there, kind of there. They're not next to each other, but they're really close. Like you could walk to them all. You know, and just crazy shit in those places too. And the staff's always so friendly, and they're working like a fucking dog. And, you know, fucking 19 fucking orders of eggs cooking. Guy just got done leaving his wife, 300 pounds overweight, 2 screaming kids, behind on all his bills. He's asking, how's it taste? Make more sense if he pulled out a 45 and blew my head off for not having the same shitty life as he has. I'm gonna get one more Mega Million. Oh yeah. Stephanie and I, you can tell our relationship's going to hell. She'll look at me all shitty, pissy. You just went into a woman's bathroom. I said, well, I'm a woman now, you fucking idiot. It's like, oh, that's right. I think I'm getting dementia. You've been making me drink ZzzQuil because I want to stay up all night. It's like you are getting dementia. Now get with me next month and you got a legitimate bitch. When we swap back. Then we're going to go on tour. Darker than a motherfucker. That's one advantage of getting older. You're never going to anticipate hitting anything because you just turn and hope that's where the entrance ramp is. When you're young, you're thinking you're going to hit something because you're going to see it. You get older and your night vision goes to hell, you just turn and, well, either way, you're turning. I'd say 50% of the time it looks like I'm driving off the end of a cliff, just into a dark abyss. I just wait to see steam shooting up from the radiator and busted glass where the headlights were. Here's one of these left lane motherfuckers. Yeah, that's it. You know, now you can get, you got things that cameras on the front and the back. I need an infrared camera on the front. I agree. No, I have not. No. I've only seen a handful of them. You know, I go to some of these places that have charging stations and I never see one charging. And you probably have already done it at home. hasn't got me too much, although I know my night vision isn't as good as it used to be. You know, like here, there's a lot of clues. You know, you got cars going the other way, you got these reflectors on the side, lines in the road. You know, but going through the mountains is like the best ever. People say, don't you hate driving through the mountains at night? Well, you're really only going through about 160 miles, where it's different than like a normal road. No, excellent. Super well lit, all sorts of clues and blinkers and painted strips and flashing lights. Shit, it's a piece of cake, man. Those are probably the most well-marked, well-lit roads in the country, going through the mountains. It's these fucking back Georgia roads, like where I came up from Florida. You look at where you head up west of Jacksonville and you try and worm your way between like Augusta and Madison, and it's all this 2-lane, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, no clues, faded lines, nothing's open, not many cars. That's where it's dark. And then if it's raining, like, fucking forget it. Oh, do you really see that many of them? No kidding, yeah. I know Myers is big on that stuff. I've never seen one at a charging station. What a pain in the fucking ass. I have a hard time pulling over and getting gas every 450 miles, let alone plugging that fucking thing in everywhere I went. And the irony is it's the fossil fuel plants, at least in Michigan, that are creating the power that these fucking bunny huggers think they're getting. Yeah, right, my enemy. You know, and you see weird shit, you know, when it's that dark and there are no clues. You're looking, it's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, probably, Debbie, yeah, yep. Yeah, I mean, I like the philosophy on, you know, electric cars, but the reality is not pretty sobering. And there's certainly a ratchet between inflation and sanctions and Asian consumption. You look at that gas creeping up, $3.69 a gallon everywhere. You know, if you're fucking around, like, it's not that big a deal to me. I'd rather it was cheaper. But if you're working at a fucking dollar store 30 miles away, and your husband's, you know, doing landscaping or some shit, gas is a big fucking deal on your budget. Joys of aging. You know, when you were young, you'd eat anything you wanted. Maybe you'd burp once. Now you have fucking indigestion for fucking 9 hours straight. 6 hours after you ate it. I'm about ready to switch to baby food. Yeah, good luck, Influb. I'm gonna be when it buffers here. I'll be signing off, so I might not be back on when you come back on. So I'll see you later. Thanks for coming on. Reach your potential. You peace out, Stephanie. You rock on. You too, my enemy. All you guys. Thanks for riding along. It's cloudy tonight too, so it should buffer a little sooner than normal. See you, Chris. Muskrat love.